Go ahead, fire away. What do you got for me?
You like to say when you have good guards, you got a chance.
Yeah.
How good were those three guards?
Guards were really good. I just felt, again, this week we've looked like our program on the offensive end of the floor. I thought the key tonight was how we defended. I thought we really defended them well. They average 80 in league play, and I thought our big guys on ball screens, all four of them, were really attention to detail, and we played two games where it's got interesting in the second half, and we've made big shots, assassin-like shots, which is who this program has been. And we didn't see it much there in January, but that makes me feel good and makes me feel maybe we got a shot at this thing.
Mike, you've asked a lot of Pfluger this year.
Yeah.
The ball has really expanded. Has he found his footing and his niche?
Yeah.
What he can and can't do?
I think what he's doing now with Matty back is he's driving and to kick to shooters, he or TJ or Johnny, or he's driving to get fouled. He's not necessarily worrying about his jump shot as much. And so I think that's a really good niche for him on the offensive end, and he's comfortable with it. We do know what he does on the defensive end. I've never seen a guy use more energy, to the point where he came in from warm-ups, and he looked exhausted in warm-ups. And I almost want to tell him, only do half of warm-ups. You don't need to be sweating that much. He's a battler, man.
Big contribution from, you didn't get much from Mooney tonight, but Burns came in.
I thought it was really big night for Elijah Burns. He had a good week of practice, and I thought, again, that 15-footer he hit was big, and that's all new territory for him. So, to see him grow in that atmosphere and that kind of game, I thought was really good.
Mike, talk a little bit about Matt and the way he is. And
Yeah.
Every time they drew close today,
Yeah.
he seemed to be the guy that had the ball.
He has a great edge about him, and that edge, helps us believe. When he and Bonzi play together, there's an unbelievable edge, and when you're missing both of them, you're missing a little bit of that fearlessness and edge. But him back, along with TJ and Rex, who certainly have it as well, they set a great tone. But Matt keeps us confident, and he was due. He was practicing well. He played well on Tuesday. We're out of the injury zone now. The guy's feeling good.
Mike, you were talking about defense. Were you guys consciously not going for ball fakes? Because it looked like you didn't go for any.
Yeah.
You ended up shooting 11 more free throws.
Yeah, I think for us, we've really become a smart defensive team. We're a positioned defensive team. I don't know how many charges we got. We tried to take about probably 8, and we maybe got 3 tonight. But we do a good job of bodying up and not fouling. Maybe tough shots in the lane. And that's really helped us. But this group's played a lot together defensively. Again, our big guys, I have a lot of respect for them on how we talk about hard show on the ball screen to push that guard out to half court when they use it. They were, I think, only one time did we not hard show. Elijah one time in front of our bench, and it just is such a key for us. And then our guards did a great job of closing out and guarding and not fouling bad shots.
Mike, they made a run to tie it up. I think it was at 52 or around there. What was kind of the intensity like in the huddle there once they tie it up and right before you guys made that big push in the last?
I don't think it was intensity. It was more poise. This group has been calm the whole way, even in January. They're not freaking out, and I don't talk to them like that, to get them there. But again, we were just in a game the other night where it became one possession, and we had some great offensive possessions to stretch it a little bit again, and we did the same thing. And there was, they talk like a veteran group and a poised group, and so I think their poise helps them in those situations. We don't panic.
What would you? Were you concerned when TJ was struggling with the shot?
The only thing I was concerned was, I just didn't want him and here's where he's grown a lot as a player. It didn't affect him on the defensive end. He's continued to defend and put his body on people and make physical defensive plays. And I think he's learned that, he's going to play almost the whole game, and eventually it's going to come to him. And, we sprung him for a couple. But I think there's great growth there as, I don't get frustrated because I'm not making shots, and I'll go back and guard. And he can still be better there, though. He still has some body language, after a tough miss, but he's come a long way.
How different do you guys feel going to the triangle for the first time as opposed to first and second?
Well, you feel a lot better going down there in the rhythm we're in. We feel we left one on the table against Carolina last time, and we didn't have Matt. I told him, I said, we get to go down to Chapel Hill, and we didn't have Matt, So, yeah, I think I'm taking a much more confident group into the triangle than the first two, Tom.
Was 7 fewer three-point attempts in the second half engineered at halftime?
I don't think we didn't really talk about that. Our guys do a great job of reading what's there for them. I thought, we felt we could get to the bonus quick again, and we felt like driving it, just keep driving it, and they made the right reads on the drives. We had some layups instead of kickouts. So it wasn't overcoaching that in any ways. I think it was, we have guys, this group knows how to play offense together and just kind of take what the D gives you.
When you talk about playing offenses together, when you had Matt out and right after losing Bonzi, you had to push guys into roles that weren't
Yeah.
the normal role. And does it feel more normal to everybody?
Fair.
Is everybody voicing that?
Yeah, this kind of feels like nothing is forced. The last two games, I didn't feel like we were forcing anything, and so hopefully we can stay in that mode. And but you're right. I mean, and everybody was probably trying to do a little too much. But what were the options? It was like, my assistants would say something, so who's going to shoot it if he doesn't shoot it? He's got to shoot it. Maybe we can get an offensive rebound and put it back in. But if you're open, you got to shoot it. And so, yes, less forced stuff, a little bit smoother rolls.
Matt plays with such tenacity, like we already talked about, but he also seems to just really enjoy playing.
He does,
and
yeah.
leading your team. How much of that is a reflection of A, the program, and B, just taking it off of your shoulders?
Yeah. I think he, starting last year, he played fearlessly and led us and set a tone for us. And, now that he's back feeling good, he can do that again. And, his teammates, when they see that in his eyes, they believe more. We take our lead from Matt Farrell. He's been the warrior for us, the tough guy for us. And I thought the last two games, he helped our overall confidence, even the head coaches.
How do you keep Elijah moving forward?
Yeah, well, he should feel really good. I mean, when I talk to him tomorrow down in the Dean Dome at our walkthrough and our shoot around, I'm going to just tell him, just love how you're playing and love what you're doing. And I think it was a step forward for him in that situation, and be ready to go Monday night.